Hey, what's happening? Get one SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and today I'm here to give you guys a little bit of a channel update, but I have a bunch of great news to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with when is my next trip. My next trip to Disneyland Resort is actually two of them. One of them is this Friday, which is on the 2nd, and then my second trip is actually going to be on the 11th. Keep in mind that for my Friday's trip, I have my own personal plan, so I'm not picking up a bunch of things for people except for just one item. But the main purpose too for Friday's trip is to meet up with Chris that I mentioned on my last video, because I had these gift cards here. Chris is the guy, dropped one. Chris is the guy that was at San Diego Comic-Con who was able to obtain me the Hot Toys Sith Trooper, which I still have yet to pick up, by the way. But since he was at Disney this past Sunday, he was able to pick me up the Darth Vader, Mace Windu, and the Anakin Rey Legacy Sabers. So I'll be picking those up as well, which means reviews for those that you guys have been bugging me about will be coming out very soon once I obtain them, again, Friday nights. The second thing to go ahead and go over is I am also going to be picking up two mystery items from the land, and I'm not going to tell you what these mystery items are because that kind of defeats the purpose of a mystery item. But to give you a hint is that both of these items are more than $50 and are less than $150, so it's within that price range, but you're more than welcome to make your personal guesses in the comment section down below, and when haul number 5 comes out, you could see by then if you were correct or if you were completely wrong. So good luck on the guessing. But anyways, besides that, I also want to share some great news. Starting off with scrap metal. Now you guys know that one of my main goals was try to obtain all 40 pieces of scrap metal, because this has been frustrating. The reason why is because before, during reservations, we didn't know you can buy scrap metal, and then the word came out, it was like, sweet, now you can. And then it eventually changed to the point where you need to have built a saber within the last 48 hours, and then this whole BS policy where you could only get 2 pieces and it had to be from the same build that you've initially created, which was a bit annoying. And then they changed it again to where now you can't get any scrap metal, at least for the time being. So again, it's just a whole frustration of a mess. But the good news is that on the 11th, when I go for my second trip, if everything works out according to plan, I will be obtaining the last 8 pieces of scrap metal that I need to complete all 40. So I can't wait to give you guys an update to see how that initially went. Besides that, another thing is that during my Jedi tunic and the Sith tunic, or Dark Jedi as other people call it, I was only utilizing the youth belts because I talked about how I can never find an adult small. It was so frustrating. Well, the good news, I now have adult small belts. So this is great. I actually was able to obtain these thanks to the help of some people on a Discord page that I follow, which I'll go over in more detail in just a moment. But just to give you guys a quick comparison with the Sith belt here, because in my original video I talked about how this pouch was super small, but that's just only for the youth version. If you get the adult version, the pouch is much bigger. Depending on what kind of phone you have, if you have a large phone, it's still not going to fit your phone, but it fits my cards that I pass out perfectly fine, and it still uses that magnetic locking system, but it's a little bit stronger too. So just thought I'd give you guys the good news. I finally have adult small belts for both of them, so that is mission accomplished. Speaking of the Discord page, for one, this is not my Discord page. I didn't create it in any kind of way at all. It was brought to my attention from the person that originally helped me obtain the Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi lightsaber. He told me about the Discord page, which I followed along and I've been with ever since. And the community there is super great, helpful, and again, I've had a few people thank because I got to trade with some people, and a few others there were able to obtain some items for me, which I have paid to either have it shipped to me or meet personally. And again, they have been really, really cool. If you wish to check out the Discord page, I'll put it in the description down below. If you do join, feel free to say SirJames brought you here. Keep in mind though, if you're going there specifically to bug people to get items for you, don't do that. Alright, there is a trade post option where you can buy stuff from others or ask if someone could obtain stuff, but if you join, don't ask that right away, all right? Get to know the community, chat for a while, you know, share your personal opinions, follow the simple rules that they have there, and everyone should be able to get along perfectly fine. And of course, if you do end up loving the Discord page, they also have this cool Discord Nitro feature where I think it's like $10 a month that the Nitro thing is for, but you could actually boost the server, and if you do boost the server, you could actually get your own personal customized role there with your own name color and whatever color you want and whatever hue. And of course, on top of that, you get to also add your own custom emoji in the actual Discord page, which is pretty neat. So what did I contribute when I did it? I added the Jedi Temple Guard helmets, or the mask I should say, and of course in my own personal role I'm known as Sabers scrap collector, so you guys will see me in that category. But again, if you want to check them out, a link to that Discord page is in the description down below. So if you're on Discord a lot, it's worthy checking out because there's a lot of great people in that community nonetheless. The other thing I'm going to go ahead and also talk about is some non-gaming things, because I do cover video game stuff here on the channel, but for those of you who don't know, I'm mostly taking a break from it. The reason why is because when it comes to this year specifically, there's a few games beginning of the year that I was looking forward to. Then there's the middle ground that we're in right now where there's not really much as far as video game releases, which is why I started focusing on the Star Wars content on the channel. And then there's the stuff at the end of the year for gaming that I'm really looking forward to, which things are going to be picking back up for me. So the Star Wars content in between is more of trying to do something off to the side while I'm taking a break from the gaming content to focus on something a bit different. And then eventually it's going to enroll back to gaming with a little bit of Star Wars as well to kind of go from there. Because the whole purpose of the Star Wars content here was to put my focus on something else while I'm on my break from the gaming content, and to try to showcase as much merchandise sold within the land as much as possible, while still also helping out the community. But speaking of gaming content, for my regular older viewers, I should say, I did pre-order the new Nintendo Switch Lites. It's not like a big innovation from Nintendo. It's more of a dubbed down version of the original Nintendo Switch. Much cheaper, affordable with the starting price tag of $200, but I did pre-order the limited edition Pokemon one, and I also got that one for a reason, because the front of it kind of reminds me of a VR game I've been recently playing called Beat Saber. I know I'm late to the game as far as that game goes, but I've been having a lot of fun with that one too. Besides that one, there's, a few other releases like, the new Call of Duty, Borderlands, and a bunch of other stuff coming out. But want to let you know that I did pre-order that Nintendo Switch, so when that one comes out along with the Sega Genesis Mini, I will have unboxing videos for that. And I think that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. As he stated, if you want me to help you obtain some items from the land, you can reach out to me. My email is at my channel info, and of course you could also reach out to me on Twitter. Just keep in mind that if you do reach out to me and you send me a big list of items, I'm not going to fulfill that request. If it's like 2 or 3 items or so, maybe 4 items, kind of depending on the sizing that I'm going to have to carry, then not a problem. But if you send me like a grocery list of items, yeah, that's not going to happen. Just want to let you guys know off the bat. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next video.